If you've ever stared at a blank page for hours, felt your chest tighten when you think about that project, or caught yourself scrolling instead of starting, this isn't a motivation video. This is about why your brain is wired to protect you from work and how to fix it. Here's something nobody talks about. Between 80 and 95% of college students procrastinate. That's not some people. That's almost everyone. And here's the part that'll blow your mind. Recent research shows that perfectionism, anxiety, and procrastination together explain 54% of academic failure. That's more than intelligence, more than time management, more than how hard you work. So if you've been beating yourself up thinking you're lazy, you're not. You're anxious. I spent the last month reading actual peer-reviewed studies from 2024 and 2025, not blog posts, not self-help books, actual neuroscience and psychology research to figure out what's really happening in your brain when you procrastinate. And what I found is that procrastination isn't a time management problem. It's an emotion regulation problem. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you why anxiety is the strongest predictor of procrastination, not laziness, the neuroscience of why you work better under pressure and why that's destroying you, and a 3-step system backed by actual research that treats the root cause, not the symptoms. Let's start with what's actually happening in your brain. Here's what the research shows. In a study analyzing academic failure, anxiety had a correlation coefficient of beta equals -0.31, making it the strongest predictor of procrastination, not laziness, not lack of discipline. Anxiety. Think about it. When you have a big project due, what's the first thing you feel? It's not, I don't feel like it. It's, what if I fail? What if it's not good enough? What if I start and it's terrible? That's not motivational, that's fear. And here's where it gets worse. Research shows that procrastination and self-esteem have a correlation between R equals -0.30 and -0.56. Translation? The more you procrastinate, the worse you feel about yourself. And the worse you feel about yourself, the more you procrastinate. It's a shame spiral. Now here's the science that explains why you can write a paper in 3 hours the night before, but you can't start it 2 weeks in advance. Research shows that within 24 hours of a deadline, your brain releases 9 times more dopamine than it does weeks before the deadline. And get this, procrastinators experience a 203% dopamine increase at the deadline, compared to 132% for non-procrastinators. Your brain literally gets high on last-minute panic. But here's the problem, that dopamine spike? It's not motivation, it's survival mode. Your limbic system, the emotional part of your brain, is hijacking your prefrontal cortex, which handles planning and logic. So when people say just start early, they're ignoring the fact that your brain is chemically wired to prioritize immediate threats over future rewards. So if anxiety is the cause, and your brain is fighting you, what's the solution? Here's what the research found. 44% of why difficult tasks feel unbearable is explained by emotion regulation, not the task itself, not how hard it is, how you feel about it. Studies show that emotion regulation and procrastination difficulty have a correlation of R equals 0.701. That's massive. Translation? If you can regulate the emotion you feel when you think about the task itself becomes easier. That's what the next 3 steps do. Okay, here's the system. I call it the emotion-first productivity system. 3 steps. Research-backed. Actionable today. Step 1. Name the emotion. Don't fight it. Most people try to push through anxiety. That doesn't work. Research shows that fear of failure has a correlation of R equals 0.386 to 0.465 with procrastination. So instead of saying, I should just start, say, I'm feeling anxious because I'm afraid this won't be perfect. I'm feeling overwhelmed because I don't know where to start. I'm feeling inadequate because I'm comparing myself to others. Naming the emotion takes power away from it. Studies on emotion regulation show that when you label your feelings, your prefrontal cortex reactivates. It literally pulls you out of survival mode. Step 2. Reframe the narrative. Here's what happens next. Your brain is telling you, this task is dangerous. You'll fail. You're not good enough. Reframe it. This task is uncomfortable, but it's not dangerous. I'm learning, not performing. Done is better than perfect. Research shows that 36% of Gen Z experiences work-related anxiety. You're not broken. The system is broken. Reframing helps you remember that discomfort is normal, not evidence of failure. Step 3. Take the smallest action with tolerance. Here's the key. Don't try to start the project. That's too big. Instead, open the document. Write one sentence. Research for 5 minutes. Studies show that 61% of procrastinators escape with TV or movies because starting feels too big. So make it impossibly small. And here's the research-backed truth. Emotion regulation training improves over time. The more you practice tolerating discomfort instead of avoiding it, the easier it gets. One study found that after emotion regulation training, participants showed measurable decreases in procrastination behavior within 4 weeks. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. Example 1. The research paper. Old approach. I need to write 10 pages. I'll start tomorrow. New approach. Step 1. I'm anxious because I don't know what to say yet. Step 2. I'm exploring ideas, not writing a masterpiece. Step 3. I'll open Google Scholar and read one abstract. That's it. One abstract. Not 10 pages. One abstract. Example 2. The job application. Old approach. I need the perfect resume. I'll do it this weekend. New approach. Step 1. I'm scared I'm not qualified. Step 2. Applying is practice, not a final exam. Step 3. I'll fill out the basic info section, nothing else. Common mistakes. Mistake 1. Trying to power through the anxiety. Fix. Name it first. Regulate it. Then act. Mistake 2. Setting huge goals. I'll finish the whole thing today. Fix. Impossibly small actions. 5 minutes. One sentence. Mistake 3. Beating yourself up when you slip. Fix. Research shows self-compassion predicts lower procrastination. Be kind to yourself. Here's what you need to remember. You're not lazy. You're anxious. And anxiety isn't fixed with discipline. It's fixed with emotion regulation. The 3 steps. Name the emotion. Reframe the narrative. Take the smallest action. This is backed by studies showing that emotion regulation training reduces procrastination and that 44% of task aversiveness is about how you feel, not the task itself. If this helped, hit subscribe. I'm breaking down more research-backed productivity systems for people like us who are trying to build something real. And if you want the full research breakdown with all the citations, I'll link it below. You've got this. Start small. Regulate first. Act second. I'll see you in the next one.